And Bobby Brown Jr. both attend college in Massachusetts.
Bobby Jr., he's special to me, man, because he carries my name. That's my legacy. It shall live on forever.
Man, oh man, how much can one man take, huh? I don't care what nobody says, though. Something looks very suspicious to me. Bobby Brown is surrounded by too much death. One person said, SouFlo, listen, he has hefty debts to pay, okay? When you get to a certain level of stardom and you're given the silver stage, it's not just given. Now, I don't know how true that is, but, you know, keeping in line with the whole conspiracy theory and the sacrifices they make, and from time and time again, they say that human sacrifices have to be made, I can't help but starting to look at this as either this is really tragic or there is something else here at play. Let me explain. So Bobby Brown Jr., which is Bobby Brown's son, is dead. For anybody who grew up in the 90s, then you would know that there was nothing bigger than Bobby Brown. Of course, there were a couple of people like Michael Jackson and all that. But to the urban mindset, Bobby Brown was it. And then, of course, there was BBD, which is Belle Biv DeVoe. He's driving me out of my mind. That type of stuff. They were huge, and they still are. Just not as big as they were before. But the thing that bothers me is this, right? So you have Bobby Christina, which is the daughter between megastar Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown, who Bobby is crowned as the original, I think he was crowned as the original bad boy of R&B. So you got Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston get together, and they had Bobby Christina. Bobby Christina, then Nick Gordon. Nick was Bobby Christina's boyfriend, who later became her husband. But that story is even weirder because he started out coming around as if he was a family friend, or that's how they were masquerading him. And then we found out that him and Bobby Christina were actually living together as boyfriend and girlfriend. A lot of people had a lot to say about that relationship in particular, because he was living in Whitney's house at one point when her daughter was underage. And a lot of people were speculating and were saying that Whitney has moved this guy into her house to be with her younger daughter, who is not the legal age yet to have a live-in man. And they denied it for the longest. And then they came out as boyfriend and girlfriend, and then husband and wife, and then they died shortly after each other. So he is dead, Nick is dead, Bobby Christina is dead, Whitney Houston, their mom, Whitney Houston, is dead, and now Bobby Jr., Bobby Brown's Jr. is dead. Even the little things like how they were found, for instance, Bobby Christina, she was found floating in a bathtub or submerged in a bathtub. Whitney Houston was found the same way. Now, Bobby Christina was found at home in Atlanta, and her mom was found in Hollywood, California, somewhere in a hotel room. But they were found under similar circumstances, and they died shortly after each other. I don't know, man. And both of them, the same toxicology report, that toxic levels of cocaine and alcohol mixed was found in their system. So they label it a accidental overdose on both parties. And now we have Bobby Brown Jr., who is the son of Bobby Brown, and he is dead at 28 years old. Bobby Brown Jr., the 28-year-old son of singer Bobby Brown, was found dead in his California home on Wednesday. Today is Thursday, and this is according to the Los Angeles Police Department. Police responded to a medical emergency at 1:50 p.m. to find the deceased male, later identified as Bobby Brown Jr. According to LAPD Public Information Officer Jeff Lee, no further details are available as to the cause of this death, pending a coroner's examination. So after the coroner does what they're supposed to do and all this other stuff comes back, they will give us a later update what caused it. Was it natural cause? Did he die from a heart attack at 28? Or was this another case of accidental overdose? Even though both of those won't fly with a lot of people. Because trust me when I tell you that a lot of people are saying that foul play is involved. Just like foul play was involved with Whitney, just like foul play was involved with Whitney's daughter, Bobby Christina, just like foul play was involved with Nick Gordon, which is her husband, just like foul play is involved right now with Bobby Jr. Damn. But right now, they are saying from the LAPD that no foul play is suspected. Now, Bobby Brown Jr., who was following in his father's footsteps with a music career, he was one of the two children from the 11-year on and off relationship that he had and with Kim Ward, I believe, and it ended in 2011. And then Brown later married Whitney Houston. One of the 7 Brown children, Brown Jr., was only 13 when he appeared on the family's short-lived 2005 reality show called Being Bobby Brown. So if you go watch those series, you can see him on those series, and he was only 13 years old then. Bobby Brown Jr., man, I can't even say his name because I'm still wrapped up mentally with, Now, this is starting to look very, very, very suspicious. However, staying on topic, Bobby Brown Jr. dropped his first music single, Say Something, in September. Superstar singer Houston, which is Whitney Houston, we all know she passed away in Beverly Hills and she was found in a bathtub and all that stuff. Brown and Houston's daughter, I explained before, same scenario. Her family blamed her ex, which was Nick Gordon, who was never charged in the case, but he was found responsible in a wrongful death civil suit, and he was ordered to pay $36 million to Brown's estate. He died at the age of 30 on January 1st of this year, 2020. This is a lot for Bobby Brown himself to have to go through. Now I'm thinking, because, you know, Bobby had his substance abuse issues in the past, and many will tell you that, nah, not in the past. He still does it. Snort cocaine, drink a lot of alcohol, all this other stuff. I'm thinking this is enough to drive a man back into whatever his vices are. If it's drugs, in Bobby's case, then he better stay close to an AA meeting because this hits hard. Especially watching the series and watching him say, well, Bobby Brown Jr., you know, he is special to me, man, because he's my junior. He means that I'm going to live on. I'm going to live forever, is what he said. So to outlive that child who you thought was your heir to your throne and definitely your stamp on earth, as in you're going to live on, and now you're going to be planning his funeral, that's gotta hurt. Listen, answer my question in the comment section below because I want to know what the audience think. Do you think that Bobby Brown is involved in any, say, and I know I'm going to go a bit off script here and I'm going to talk a bit weird, but do you think that Bobby Brown is involved in any, say, witchcraft or any sorcery or rituals that have to do with Hollywood, the entertainment industry, stardom, paying those dues, giving up human sacrifices, and these kinds of things? Do you think so? Or do you think that it is just one tragic event after another in his life? It's going to be interesting to see the comment section. And like I said, Bobby Brown, he's either going to have to get into some of his vices, or he's going to have to find strength from somewhere. Stay close to an AA meeting, stay close to a pastor or a counselor, whatever. But this is rough, right? We'll catch you on the next video, man. It's SouFLoTV. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.